Alright, so here we are, all blocked out. I use the painter's tape to block out the action. Also, underneath the action, the paint, or the painter's tape is actually some of the paper towel. Rolled it up to give the painter's tape something to actually lay against. That way it doesn't cave in. Then I went ahead, I like to go ahead and tape over the tang and the safety control. And then the grip is kind of rubberized, and the paint eventually will come off of rubberized items first. So went ahead and we're going to block that out, and the rubberized butt pad. Go ahead and I leave the scope caps on. I used to take those off and then block out the glass real carefully, but the scope caps will actually keep that blocked out really nicely, keeps the paint out. So I leave the front and back ones on and go ahead and paint around that. Now, at the end down here, you can either do this one of two ways. You can take your rifle and hang it vertically from the rafter or in the garage. I found it just as easy since I have the Harris bipod feet also blocked out. The rifle's going to rest on those and also on the rubberized portion of the butt pad, so it can sit up just like this, and nothing that is important or painted will be touching the bottom. Now what I did do, however, is through the break up here installed a coat hanger so that I can reach over and have a handle and be able to pick the front end of the rifle up, and by holding on to the butt pad down here, be able to spin the rifle 180 degrees in the other direction or hold it up so that I can access the bottom. Also on the bottom, let's get down here so you can see, also blocked out where the magazine goes, and very carefully blocked out the trigger and all of the access so we don't get paint into the trigger. Now again, if I normally tear this down, I'd remove remove the trigger so that no paint gets up in there, but I took a lot of extra time and blocked out everything, so we should be good to go. What I'm going to do now is one thing you got to do with this paint is really shake it. Now the directions on here mean what they say. You have got to shake this stuff a lot more than you do standard spray because it is an epoxy paint. It takes quite a bit to get it mixed up, so don't skimp on that. Oh, one thing I did want to say is that with stripping the oils off of the rifle, I like to go ahead and put on the latex gloves, and that way I'm not putting any finger oil back on the rifle while I'm taking it down to the metal. When you're finished, it does kind of make working with the tape a little bit of a challenge, but I try not to transfer or accidentally transfer any oil back to the rifle. I did transferring it in here, bringing it in by the handle and the butt pad just a minute ago. Accidentally touched a couple spots, and then I went and got some more acetone and wiped those off, so we are good to go. This stuff sticks really well, and what I'm going to do now is either come back on after the first coat or try to rig the camera up so that I can capture how I'm spraying this on. I'll come back and we'll find out.